And so you guys, you're here because you feel aligned. Commit when you're in this energy. Like we can go home and get in our head about it and be like, but what if this and what if that? And that's getting in your head. Like you're in your heart space right now. You're feeling this, you're feeling the alignment. So if you feel like Ashley and QCA in this community is aligned for you, make your commitment in this space. And then like you don't have to worry about it anymore. And then you can just get excited about your transformation. It always feels like a leap and a stretch. And that's the space you grow in.
Welcome, Badass Manifester. I am so glad you are here. I'm your host and head coach, Ashley Gordon, master mindset and manifestation biz expert, founder of the Quantum Coaching Certification, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur obsessed with empowering you to create quantum leaps in your energy, your life, and your business. This is the show to help you make magic your everyday normal, where the ripple effect is real and the guest experts are world class. My mission is to power your conscious and subconscious mind with manifestation teachings, business tools, and coaching techniques to put your potential into action. Consider this your weekly up level. Are you ready for quantum transformation? Let's do this. What is up, Badass Manifesting fam? I am super high vibe today. It's been a week. There's been highs and lows for sure, but the highlight of my week was Big Coach Energy Live and the energy that was brought from this event in the Facebook group. I mean, man, there are coaches showing up big and wanting to up-level their craft and wanting to be the best possible coaches that they can be, and it just fills my heart. I'm so excited and so grateful for everyone that showed up for Big Coach Energy Live. And if you missed it, it's going to be in the Facebook group for a bit longer. So you'll have time to catch the replay. And actually today I'm sharing Big Coach Energy Live Day 2, which is all about the biggest mistakes to avoid in your coaching relationships and your coaching sessions. And it's not just me. I'm bringing on some of the past QCA students and current QCA students to share their biggest confessions of where they were in their coaching and where they are now, and how much they've grown and learned, and what their biggest confessions have been in pursuing their coaching business. And QCA is for people that are just starting out and people that are also already established. So on this live of women that you're going to hear, these incredible, powerful women, you're going to hear some women that are just beginning, women that have launched their business, and some women that already have million-dollar business. So it's a really great holistic picture of what's possible and how much growth there is in your craft and in your facilitation as a coach, but as a leader, no matter what kind of leader you are. So I'm super excited for you to listen. And guess what? The applications are officially open for QCA, you guys. If QCA has been calling to you, I want to invite you to apply to the program. Once you apply, we will either send you an acceptance or a denial letter. And when you get your acceptance, you book a call with me. We'll get on a call and we'll make sure it is the best fit for you. It's definitely not for everyone. What QCA is a experiential coach training program that is led live. So everything is integrated as you go. It is not a self-paced experience. So you are really held accountable as we move through the course materials and certification process. And what else it is you get certified in 4 modalities. And as you get certified in these modalities, you're getting certified as we go. Everything we learn builds on itself, builds upon each other. And what it is not is like a super in-depth theory course. It's not like we're not going deep into theory, into science. We have books to support that, but we're really getting into the tools and the skills. You're learning what they are, how they work, why they work, and we're practicing them. And it's a very, very hands-on, integrative, immersive program. And it is for the coach who is so ready to not only learn the skills, but also at the same time, in a parallel process, is to go through your own transformation. And you're going to hear a lot of that today as you listen to these coaches, because they have gone through such a huge personal transformation revolution for themselves. And that is QCA. You're learning the tools, but you're also going through your own transformation, because one of our values is that the deeper you go, the higher you rise. So the deeper you're willing to do the work, the higher you become in yourself, and also the more magnetic you become for your clients, and the deeper you can take your clients, because we can't lead people where we're not willing to go, which I say all the time. So I can't wait for you to listen to these powerful ladies. I share their Instagrams on here. Go follow them, like them, comment, message them. If you have questions about the program, they are so available and so ready to help you make the most empowered decision. And I want to invite you to apply. You can go to the link in my Instagram bio at thequantum.coach, or you can go to the link below in the show notes. Without further ado, enjoy today's episode. All right, welcome. I'm super, super excited for day 2. Thank you guys so much for being here, and the homework that you posted in the group and the takeaways that you've received. I would love to hear from you more. If you didn't post in the group, what was your biggest takeaway from yesterday? Drop it in the chat. Let everyone know what you're getting, right? And how you're integrating what you received yesterday and how you're showing up today for the next level. And today we have such amazingness in store. I have past QCA students, current QCA students in queue right now to share with you some of the inside scoop, right? The things that most people don't talk about in our industry, the things that most people don't admit, we are bringing to the light, because it is so important to know the mistakes that you might be making in your coaching so that you avoid making them, right? So you can stop that way of coaching and start incorporating a whole new level of expertise in your containers. So I cannot wait. We're going to dive in. And I'm just catching up on comments. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Dolores. Hey, Bree. Hey, Maricela. I hope I said that right. Maricela. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Okay, we're going to just start to dive in because we got a lot to cover. So I'm going to share my screen in one moment. And if any questions came up from yesterday, if anything that you're curious about came up, definitely drop it in the chat. And if you catch the replay, hashtag replay, and interact like you're watching it live. Answer the questions, fill in the dots, like whatever you need to do to get the most out of these trainings. Like that, this is up to you, right? I'm here, I'm bringing it, and now it's up to you to play full out at 100%. And I wanted to remind you, hey, Becca, that there are giveaways, there are prizes. So there's a $500 coupon that will be given away to put towards your QCA tuition. There's a $300 coupon. There's also a $200 coupon to put towards your QCA tuition. Applications open tomorrow, but I am considering opening them up today just for the Facebook group. You would be the only people that know about it, whoever watches this training. So I'm thinking about that. Let me know if you think I should. Drop that in the comments if you know that you're ready, and then I'll open it up today. And the other prizes are Big Coach Energy sweatshirts. There's just so many prizes, and it all is dependent upon your interaction with the trainings. So today is all about confessions of a world-class coach and the biggest mistakes to avoid in your coaching. Who's excited? Hey, Susan. So excited you're here. Okay, so today we're going to cover, what does it mean to you to be a world-class coach? What does it mean to you? And then we've got confessions from some of the amazing QCA students that I can't wait to bring on. The biggest mistakes to avoid with your clients. And you'll meet past QCA students to hear about their confessions and their transformations. I'm so excited. So here is a journaling prompt for you. And yes, part of the homework today is going to be to sit with this, but I would love for you to answer it in the moment. Like, what does it mean to be a world-class coach to you? What does that mean to you, right? Hi, Nikki. Hi, Dakota. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Ashley. So when you define what it means to be world-class to you, you are setting your own standards, right? You're setting your own standards to the universe, to your clients, to say like, this is what it will take for me to be world-class. And in my opinion, world-class means that you're committed to never arriving, right? It means that you're constantly committed to up-leveling your craft and your tools, and to always, always do your homework, right? Read books, get your personal development in, right? Like, be the change you want to see in the world. And so I'm curious to know, how will you know when you're a world class at what you do? Drop it in the comments. And once you ask yourself that, right? How will you know? World class coaching is the best of me. Beautiful. When I am at my best, then I can help others be at their best. Amazing. Lifelong learning. Yes. Yes, Susan, we're committed to never arriving, right? Think about, I think about my history of I have so many coach certifications under my belt because I'm committed to never arriving. I have so many coaching books that I'm looking at in my closet because I'm committed to never arriving. I have so many courses. I have so much information because I'm committed to never arriving in my craft, but I'm always committed to my craft, right? Showing up fully in my BCE, facilitating quantum transformation for all of my clients, both one-on-one, group, and through my free content. I love that, Chelsea. That last line too, right? Like, through your free content, like you're giving, you're being of service in every single way possible. World class Gina said, when I feel fulfilled and I see my clients fulfilled. Yes. Amanda said, I think testimonials are one way I will know, and that I'm sought out to support and coach. I feel fulfilled and excited and joy in what I do. Beautiful. Yes, love these. This is so important for you to know, because I talk about being world class a lot. And you could have all the learnings, you could have all the skills, you could have all the tools, and you still might not feel world class at what you do. But it's really an inner game, right? Being world class at what you do is that BCE. It is anchoring in that next level confidence in your ability to create quantum transformation, like Chelsea was saying. World class is chasing people, not money. I'm not chasing people to help them. My mission is complete. Stepping into a room full of coaches, confidently knowing I can facilitate amazing transformations. Jermaine, mic drop. Emma said, confident, certified, amazing testimonials, breakthrough transformations, and always learning and growing. Beautiful. I think we're on the same page here. So let's get into it. Yeah, which you do, Jermaine. Let's get into it now. Confessions of a world-class coach. I am going to flash on the screen some confessions, and then I'm going to bring some of these students on live, and they're going to blow your minds away. I'm so excited. Let's just check in with Nikki. Nikki said, world-class coaching to me means showing up for myself and my clients and knowing that there is always more for me to learn. The goal is to always be part of service. Beautiful. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, first confession. QCA coaching confessional. Katie Lovin Shay. I love this woman. I used to think being a coach meant endlessly giving advice based on my own experiences and wisdom in order to facilitate breakthroughs for my clients. Who feels this is also them. Let Katie know that you're with her. She's on today, and she was in the last round of QCA, and it's really awesome to have such an amazing coach on with us today. And guess what? You're going to be able to ask them questions. It's going to be so fun. Bella said, stepping into my most abundant version of me, certified and able to make an impact service above all else. Beautiful. So that's Katie's confession. And then we have Alexis. I used to think optimism was going to carry me through all of my sessions, and my clients were never going to have an emotional breakthroughs. But hold on. I just want to circle back to Katie for a second, because as we go through these, I want you guys to follow them at Katie Shay on Instagram. Like, follow all these coaches. They're all amazing, amazing. Like, truly BCE, putting out amazing content and energy into the world. So as we go through, their Instagram handles are on the bottom, and I want you to follow them and let them know that they resonate with you through this live, if they do. And so this is great, because this is one of the things that we're going to talk about today, is giving advice as a coach, and share about that, and like really how to anchor your wisdom into your coaching without it being all about you. And Alexis, the higher purpose coach, she used to think that optimism was going to carry her through all of her sessions and that her clients were never going to have emotional breakthroughs. Who has that fear? Very, very common. Very common. And I think she actually changed her Instagram handle. I'm going to get the right one, or someone can drop it in if they know what it is. And then we got Jermaine Jones in the house. She's on today too. And she said, I believe that when a client, friend, family member, coworker came to me with a problem, that my job was to provide and create options for them and solve their issues. The truth is that when we believe they have a problem, they're in an imaginary dark room. I love that. My job is only to turn on the light and open up the window shades to let the light in. That is so beautiful. And she's going to be speaking on that when she comes on live. It's amazing. Follow her. Incredible leaders here, you guys. I'm super excited for you to meet them. And then we've got Sandra. I'm super excited for you guys to meet her. She said, before QCA, I constantly put pressure on myself and I felt like I was never ready enough to fully show up as a coach. What a powerful confessional, right? Who here feels that? Like putting so much pressure that you're not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready. So you're holding yourself back. And then as soon as she became ready and she felt confident in her abilities to coach, when she launched her coaching business, she'll share about it. She had a huge launch. Huge. Yes. Danielle Joy, if you want to hop on the Zoom with us, will someone send her the Zoom? She can totally hop on with us. Would love to have you. So everyone follow her. Sandra is a skin picking coach and she helps women who suffer from, it's a condition, and I'm gonna butcher the name, so I'm gonna let her say it, but basically helps them rewire their brain to stop a behavior and a habit. And it's so much deeper than that. And I don't want to like butcher it. So like, I'm going to let her share about it. But really, when she launched her business, it was huge. It was a huge launch for her. And to think that some of us may be holding back because we don't think we're ready. And then we're holding back from actually helping all those people that are ready to work with us. Sandra had so many people ready to work with her. And it was an amazing experience to watch her step into that. And it still is. Next up, we've got Susan. I'll add a line with Susan. She is in the current cohort of QCA. I thought to be a great coach, I needed to give perfect advice, have all the answers, and fix all my clients. Turns out I just need to be and hold the space for my clients using the tools I learned in QCA. Can't wait for you guys to meet her. She's absolutely crushing it. And just speaking of never arriving, she also works a lot with human design, and she brings in this other whole element into her coaching with human design, and it's beautiful. So can't wait for you guys to meet all of you, all of these beautiful ladies. And then we've got Coach Carly the coach. She used to think that she needed to constantly fill dead space with valuable information and conversation in her coaching sessions. She was afraid of silence because she thought that it meant I wasn't working hard enough. That's big, right? Like really understanding that we don't need to fill the space. We need to hold the space, and that's where the value actually comes into coaching. And you probably will hear from Danielle too, who it might be hopping on. And then this is Christy love her. She used to assume that she knew what was best for the client. So she would always give them an action plan. So she would just constantly be filling her time with like, what's the action? What's the action? What's the action? And how can we move it forward? And that's huge. Yeah, I love that you guys are sharing which one resonates with you, because of course I'm going to ask you what your confessional is as a coach and what you want to work on the most. Carly, yeah, Carly's was huge, definitely. I mean, all of these are so unique confessions of what we all go through as coaches and how we can better ourselves and better our craft and better our client experience and better our coaching. All right, we got Chelsea Holden here. She's live in the chat right now, and she is at the Chelsea Holden. Follow her. She said, I thought I had to have all the answers. I was relying on my expertise and experience to advise my clients and fix them, when truly the client is the expert. They already have all they need, and it's my job to navigate the conversation as they uncover their truth. That is so true. So powerful, so true. And important, really, really, really important, because if we think we have all the answers for our clients, well, shoot, right? If we think we have all the answers, then we're not leaving space for them to answer for themselves and to find that within themselves. So it's a real raw confessional, totally. Absolutely something we all need to go through at one point or another. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Amanda. I'm glad it's not all on me to solve it or fix it all. I couldn't agree more. Like, take the pressure off of yourself. Take the pressure off of yourself and relax into your intuition to hold the space. So cool. So I'm curious, what is your coaching confession? I'm going to bring these ladies on. Shauna's here too. If someone wants to send Shauna the Zoom link, y'all can come on. I wish I could have the whole QCA class on right now. Whoever I was like in the DM with, I was like, can you please come on? Like, I can't wait. I would love to have you guys, share as much as possible about what that transition was like for you. So I'm going to bring them on. Make sure you drop your confessional in and we're going to have some fun. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Hey, quantum coaches. Hey. It's so good to see your faces. Y'all looking so good. You're on the screen. Everyone can see you. Okay, you can unmute yourselves. It's really just
Hi.
hi. We're not in class. You can now unmute yourself and we can just all have a conversation. Katie Shay. You're muted. Okay.
I'm muted.
So excited. Yeah. QCA in the house.
Yeah.
So this is really just an open forum conversation. I know some of you only have a short period of time, so hop in, hop out as you need, but just kind of wanted to bring you on to share about what this transformation was like for you to go from, that confession to where you are now and what you've learned along the way, and kind of reassuring and answering any questions that people have around these topics, because this is definitely something that comes up a lot, as you know, in coaching. And so would love to just open the space to you to share about your coaching confessional. Who wants to start?
I can start. I'll go.
Okay.
So I was in BCE live the last round, and my confession was that you guys saw it, but that I thought you had to give endless advice and information to your clients to help them succeed. And in the last round of BCE, I talked about how I let go of that limitation on who I am as a coach and realized that I just need to ask empowering questions and use my intuition to find them and hold space for the client while they find their own answer. And I've even expanded from there after more time being a coach. And I've realized that as I heal, I attract who needs the healing information I have based on what I'm going through. And that stems from embodying who I am and who I am authentically in my healing process. And that will be the magnet for who needs you. And when you embody that, you already have the information that they need.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really about the healing to be the person your client needs. And I've noticed that I'm usually right either on the cusp of coming out of that healing journey or I've just exited, and then the client pops up. And they're like, I'm going through something like that right now. And I'm like, well, you don't want to resonate. You don't want to tell them, but you're like, I literally just went through that. I just learned everything you need. It's just you have it from being it.
I love that so much. And I know that everyone probably has something to say about that. It's so true, right? Our healing journey is very much reflecting through our clients. Who else has experienced that? Yeah.
I think we all have.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, Katie, that's so powerful. yeah, like keep the conversation going. You guys got this.
I think I just want to add on to the way you said that, Katie, was so beautiful, because a lot of people becoming coaches and stepping into that arena feel that vulnerability is something that maybe they should not be exposing. I know I thought that at the beginning of my journey and before QCA, showing them the good parts and, oh, I'm overcoming, but not really taking them on the journey and letting them see where you are at, until I discovered that is actually key to bringing in your people. Your people are going to resonate with whatever you're going through. And the people that don't, you don't really have to worry about them because you're not for everybody. So I love that you said that. I also wanted to say that just my confession, which you all also saw, was feeling like I'm supposed to have options and answers, and that same pressure that you described, Katie, like, okay, they're going to come to you with this. And my mind would immediately go to how to fix it, and just learning the tools in QCA. I mean, sometimes you think you're a badass coach, but you don't realize that you're not quite a badass coach, but then you're becoming one. Now I truly am one, but I was like, oh yeah, I have the answers. I'm a great coach, because I was just going on my own experience. But QCA gives you the tools that actually allow you to step confidently into a room and be like, who needs transformation? I got you, right? But what I had said in my confession that Ashley brought up on the screen was, I realized that those clients and people coming to you with the problem, they are like in a dark room. They know something's wrong. They can't quite put their finger on it, but it wasn't for me to be like, oh, here it is, do this. It's just to turn on the lights, open some shade so they can see a little bit better, and become that facilitator. Turn on the light on your phone. Whatever you do, you're just guiding the pathway, and they are going to search out and feel their way through. And that is the breakthrough of such an amazing container. So to summarize, before QCA, I thought I was the bomb ass coach, but now I actually am.
Yes, you are, girl. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. That's so good. I love that. I love the light with the pathway too. Like that is so true. What a beautiful metaphor. Thanks for sharing that. So
You're
true.
welcome.
Bomb ass coach. Yeah, go ahead.
Bomb ass coach, right? BECBAC, all the things.
Bella said to you, I live for that analogy, Jermaine.
Okay, good. I'm glad it resonates with you. What I also noticed too is the community of QCA meeting these women. You have transformation with these powerhouses in one conversation. Chelsea can attest to this. Just the fact that once you have the tools and you know how to use your intuition and you don't feel the need to fix and piece it all together, you experience transformation, and so does your client. And it's just amazing in what a short timeline that happens. So the tools, people, the tools. That's what you need. The tools.
I love it. I'll go next. Yeah, Jermaine, just to like piggyback off of that, and you, Katie, too. And that analogy reminds me of that song, Ash, I think that you bring up a lot, is that running my way through the darkness.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Right?
It's so true.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. And we're all just a guiding light for each other too. I think like one of, with my confessional, feeling the need to like come in and fix and have being on my own agenda, like really embodying, like Katie said, that we are each our own expert. We are each our own powerhouse, but that doesn't mean that we have the answers for our clients. And we're truly just being a mirror. And I think even taking it out of the coaching container and into real life has been so powerful for me. Like being in this coaching container for sure has, like Jermaine said, taught me the tools. It's helped me embody, like Katie was sharing, that honestly, just bringing my own energy and being fully in my power with that energy is the magnet, is what brings clients to you. And then you get to trust yourself even deeper. You get to learn to listen to your intuition even more. And that has been so freaking transformative. And now it's like when I'm with my friends, when I'm with my family, whereas before it was constantly giving advice. And that's what I thought coaching was, to be honest, knowing that now all I really have to do is just show up fully in my energy, trust that that is enough, and just hold space and listen. Holding space has been so pivotal, and I'm obsessed with it, and leading with that curiosity. Like, I'm a curious creature by nature. I'm a student of life. That is just, I love it. Give me all the information, all the tools, all the learning, and being able to really get curious with your clients is so freaking powerful. So powerful.
So good.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
I love that. I'll go next if that's good.
Yeah.
So many beautiful shares. I relate to all of them and feel them. I'm like nodding the whole time, like, yes, I feel that way. I think the biggest, most pivotal thing for me, so I joined QCA because I didn't fully understand why, but now I understand why. So I'll explain why. I knew I needed something to help me as a coach, and I needed to step into something, and I wasn't sure what it was, but I just felt like holding the space was hard for me, and it's because I didn't know what space holding was, but like I was holding containers for hundreds of women here, small groups here, retreats here, and it was making me sick. It was giving me physical pain. Like I was literally, after years and years of doing this kind of work, I was sick. And I was like, how can I keep doing this and managing my team and owning my salon and all of these things? And it has helped my business grow because I know how to hold space now. Like, I've grown my team. I've been able to hire more help, which, like, these are like all like ripple effects of the tools I'm learning in other ways. I am able to, last year during the pandemic, I run an event business, which not a great.
Yeah, actually, I just want to interrupt because I want you to all introduce yourself and share who you are and what you do. So we'll circle back, but yeah, I think it would be helpful for people to know.
So I'm a coach for hairstylists, and I run events for hairstylists. So the beauty industry was destroyed by COVID. So was the event industry. Super weird, interesting spot to be in last year. So I ended up going from running one signature program full time to 3. And so it just, like, I had to pivot a lot of things. And I knew one of my higher level masterminds, I was really nervous that I wouldn't be able to do it on my own. I couldn't hold all the space for these women. I couldn't help them in the level they needed to be. My retreats, I always hire all these other facilitators, and it's out of me not feeling like I could step into my spiritual power. Because I love the work, I receive the work, and I was just like, I don't know if I can do it. So it's helped me confidently, between the tools and the knowledge and the practicing, like, own the fact that, like, I'm a healer and I can do this. And I've been able to, like, my 2 retreats I did this year, I facilitated 95% of it on my own. And it was amazing. Like, it was even better than when I hired like 5 other people to do it. And it was easier and it was simpler and I was less tired. So I think that's what's huge, is like, I'm doing bigger, more transformative work that feels easier, which is like crazy. And you have to like be in QCA to be like, yeah, that makes sense. And the mastermind I'm running for these higher level women, I mean, some of them are multi 7-figure earners. Some, like, they're like not fucking around ladies. And I have watched them like literally quantum leap through their life. And it's because of how I'm learning how to be a coach. And I like fucking every week and just like, I mean, I would not be able to open the space for the kind of intimate things they're working through safely. I wouldn't even know how. And I'm watching them like heal and shift. It's so fucking cool. So thank you. There are so many people being blessed from it. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. So beautiful. I love getting Elizabeth's like DMs like, oh my gosh, the ripple effect is real. Like, the ripple is happening. Like, that's it. Like, we live for the ripple effect in QCA 100%. Like, all of us do. It's the core value. It's definitely, yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And I also want to presence that, everyone here, everyone in the container is at a different level, right? Some people are just starting as a coach, and some people have $1 million business already, right? So it's there's something for everyone if you're curious, like Chelsea was saying, that curiosity to up level it within your craft. And so just to circle back quick, Chelsea, will you introduce what you do, Jermaine and Katie, and then we're going to keep going too.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm Chelsea Holden at the Chelsea Holden on Instagram. I am a spiritual life and business coach, and I work with creative entrepreneurs to help them get clear around the how to really manifest their dreams into reality and create a life that they love and a business that supports that. So that's me. I have a podcast called Cup of Chels, and I truly am just obsessed with this work. And it's because of QCA and these amazing souls in here. This is only a fraction of them that you're seeing, but because of this container, this freaking high vibe, beautiful energy, like I have truly found my calling and my mission and my purpose in life. Not found it, I've remembered it. And the healing work is so real. So I think I wanted to mention that when I was talking before, but the tools are incredible, but the healing work that genuinely happens in here that we do on our own, but then collectively as a group is transformative, and the ripple effect is real. It's real. I see it every day. I have people message me all the time, and I know it's because I'm doing this work, and it's because of Ash and Jenna and all of the other beautiful people in here.
Love you. Thank you for sharing that.
I am Jermaine Jones. I am a self-love and spiritual life coach. Really, I love when I get this question, what do you do? Because I feel like I answer it differently every single time because we just become all the things. But I love, I help my coaches really make peace with the past and realize that they can manifest the life that they've been thinking about, regardless of the messy past, the colorful past, whatever it is that's gone on in their life, that those are actually their assets, not their liabilities. So that is the perspective that I come from. I always tell my clients, you've been detoured, not defeated, because all of the challenges that you come in contact with in your life, that is the work that actually is going to help those desires manifest. So I found QCA wanting the tools, but what you walk away with, and, I'm in the current group of students, and so we're not even done yet, but the inner work and the transformation that you have personally is just priceless. And you don't even think that's what you came there for, but it is the biggest piece. It is the biggest catalyst to the business, your relationships improving, everything. I've just noticed too, the ripple effect is not just going to be in your coaching business. It's in your personal life, the relationships with the people closest to you. And if you let me talk, I'm going to keep going. So really, whatever you think you can do QCA for, or why you're considering a lot of times, you're considering QCA because you want to be a certified coach, but really that's like the smallest thing you walk away with. You're going to come away a different person before the container's even finished, and you won't even believe it. Before QCA ends, and I know I told Ashley this or I posted it, you will notice that QCA just requires you to vibrate higher. You notice your conversations are changing. The observations you make are changing, observing your own thoughts and how you're impacting people without doing the things you used to do. You used to just be like too all up in it, too much talking, too much fixing, trying to manipulate. You don't have to do any of that anymore. You just use your intuition, learn to hold space, implement the tools, and you are like just going to be fire wherever you go.
I mean, look at this fire in this group right now. Yes. I know, we're all sweating a little bit.
I'm saying, every time one of your powerhouses, that's what I'm going to say, Ashley, one of your powerhouse clones, all this that you're creating is such a ripple effect. When they speak, I'm just like, Elizabeth talks, Chelsea talks, Susan, Sandra, whenever they're speaking, I'm like, we're getting all this goodness. You just can't put a price on it. You just can't.
It's so amazing.
I am not a paid spokesperson. I'm telling you guys, this is what it is.
Dakota just said, I'm living for Ashley's look of all watching her ladies. I am in all of them. They're amazing. Fucking amazing. Incredible. And that's on them. Yeah. Thank you so much. Sandra. Okay, wait, Katie. Katie, introduce yourself, and then Sandra.
Hi guys, I am Katie Shea. I am a life and style coach. I was a certified stylist for 5+ years, half the time in Hollywood and now on the East Coast. And I've been life coaching for over a year. And now I integrate the two for full self-love from the inside out and full embodiment of your authentic self-love from the inside out.
Boom. And she's launching something that's incredible right now called the Sedona Experience, you guys.
Yeah, Sedona Self-Love Vibe.
Self-love vibe.
Girl, I've been seeing your stories and that whole program that you're putting together, and it looks incredible.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited because the ripple effect really is real. I actually had an intuitive reading done a couple weeks ago. I'll try to keep this short. I ramble too. And it said someone in your life is embodying what you're about to step into and what you need to be doing, which is, I feel like everyone as a coach following other coaches and up leveling the game with them. Then I went on my breakthrough day with Ashley in Sedona, and I went on the most magical journey of my entire life. And I realized she was the person embodying the service that I need to provide for my clients and offer them in the magic. And actually, she brought her mom to Sedona, and for Mother's Day, I gifted my mom my trip to Sedona with me, and she's going to come for the experience. So it just goes to show that
So cool.
who you are and what you're embodying and the healing you're going through is going to attract exactly who needs it. You and your mom just seeing the two of you healed my mom and I's relationship so much in 2 days together. So the ripple effect is real.
The ripple effect is so real.
So real.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you and your mom and your clients. Holy shit. It's gonna be mind blowing. Sandra.
Amazing. So, hey guys. I, like Ashley said, I am a dermatillomania coach, which is basically a compulsive skin picking disorder. And it's something that I personally struggled with. And I did BCE live last year, and so much of what Ashley and some of the other coaches had shared really resonated with me in terms of how can I coach just based on experience? And I am a podcast book junkie. I was reading all the things, listening to all the things, trying to learn all the things. And I was never able to just fully step into my coaching capacity. And I was just paralyzed by fear. I just couldn't do it. I never felt like I was ready enough. And so I thought I joined QCA to get my certification. And so I could finally be ready, not knowing what I really needed was that healing journey. And so what QCA provided for me was really that dismantling and deconstructing my limiting belief and recognizing that everything that I am now in this moment is exactly where I need to be and is exactly enough. And so recognizing that and being able to step into my power as a coach and, like all the women had shared, just hold that space for other women who really, really need that, really need that safe container, really need that safe space, is so powerful in and of itself. And then on top of that, with QCA, you're getting all the tools, all the things that you need to feel that confidence. But the bottom line is, without that healing journey and without that component, and having a sisterhood from all of that, and having these women who support you within the QCA container, just cheering you on and wanting to see you thrive and grow and all the things, it has been completely life-changing for me. And so to Ashley's point, I hadn't even accepted a client prior to coming into QCA. I just had my Instagram page. I just posted. I wouldn't even show up live or talk to my audience in my stories because I was just again, paralyzed by fear and just never felt like I was enough. And now today I have
one-on-one clients. I already made back the investment that I put in QCA. I have a wait list for my next round of one-on-one clients, and I have programs that are starting to become available to my clients because they're constantly asking for more. And so none of that would have happened unless I joined QCA. And it was almost like I was at the edge of the cliff and I just needed like someone to push me off. And it was like all these women in the QCA container collectively like pushed me, and I was flying. It was amazing.
Mm. So inspiring. Oh my gosh. Everyone's feeling this. They're like, we feel this. I feel the sisterhood already. People are resonating with being paralyzed by fear for sure. I think that's super, super common when you like want to embark on this coach journey. So huge. And
I wanted to share really quickly that Sandra is like killing it. And it's so inspiring to like watch her from the beginning, from that. Yes. And from the beginning to like see her and like almost that she was like nervous or whatever, you wanted to like it to all be perfect and you didn't know if you're ready. And then once you jumped, like, oh my God, it just like almost gives me tears. Like it's just amazing and like soaring, like not even flying, like absolutely soaring. So amazing. You like have a full wait list. You have millions of people, like not millions, but like
not millions.
basically all these people really like that wanted you and were waiting and they were so ready for you to step into that power. And it's beautiful. I just love it. It's my favorite.
Thank you.
I think of this meme when you said this, Sandra. It was an ayahuasca meme, but I'm going to use it for QCA. So ayahuasca is like the finger flicking you off the ledge. So let's say it's QCA. And you like fall, and then it was like catching you at the bottom. And I think of that of QCA, like that investment. You know, it's always scary to invest, to make a time commitment, like an energetic commitment. You're like, is it going to work? You know, all the things people feel when they invest. And that's the like jumping off the ledge, but like being caught by the container below. That's really what happens. And it's been so cool to see so many people, you know, myself included, but like to watch 50, however many people like be, like you said, so nervous. And now to watch them, I'm only halfway through the program, but like they're already different people. And I think for a baby coach to start this, holy shit. Like you just like shaved like 10 years off your life. Like,
yes.
Really though, like you know this, Ashley, you've been coaching. Like for someone to jump into something, like I'm experienced, like I wish I would have, you know, known about certain things sooner in my life, but whatever, you know, I'm glad I'm here now. But so I think it's awesome that people jump in the beginning. They're like years and years and years ahead.
I feel like that's a great segue, Elizabeth. Thank you.
and to you.
And I just want to say, if anyone needs to jump off, because I know you guys are running businesses and households and all the things, like you do you, and I'm so grateful that you guys were here. Thank you. Keep going.
I was just gonna say that's a great segue because there's like a couple people in here that like had established things, and I am Susan. Sorry, I am at Align with Susan on Instagram, and I am a mindset transformation and human design coach, and I help women take their lives from like meh to magical by embracing their spirituality. And I was, when I started QCA, I wanted to be a coach, but I had really no idea what that meant. And I really didn't know what that was going to look like for me. And so I joined QCA to really help me and guide me and to launch my business and do all the things and get all the tools because I felt like I needed something. I wanted to be a coach, but I was like, I don't know how to hold space. I didn't even know what that was. Like, I was like, okay, I just give people advice all the time. Like that seems a bit exhausting, but that's kind of what I thought it would be. And oh my gosh, QCA, like, I feel like I'm not even half done because I'm in the current program of QCA, and I have personally completely transformed in, I don't know, when did we start? January, February. Everything is like completely different. My trajectory in life is completely different. And it's so amazing and exciting. And I just launched my own enrollment for my one-on-one coaching program last week. And it's been amazing. And it's just, I don't know, like don't even know where I would be without QCA. Like obviously, like Elizabeth said, and a bunch of other girls said, like it's great to give you those tools if you are a coach, but if you're not yet a coach, this is absolutely a fabulous program as well. And really, like Elizabeth was saying, gives you, like, you can hit the ground running. And you don't have to wait till you're certified. And that's the thing. I was like, I'll get certified and then I'll launch my business. And I realize now that halfway through the program already, I have learned so much and have transformed so much that I can take on clients. I can hold that space. I can help people transform their lives already. So why would I wait to help people and help my clients and help people that are already coming into my life and asking me about coaching? So yeah, it's hard to put into words. It's like the most amazing transformation ever.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And specifically saying, like, I think that's a belief for a lot of people, a confession, if you will. Like, I'm going to wait to be certified to start serving people.
Right.
And that's just not true. Right. And like, think about it. Like Susan's ready now. And if she didn't launch, like you're launching, she's getting discovery calls. She's having clients sign with her. And she didn't have to wait the whole 6 months to have that happen.
Right.
So it's like you're able to get into your calling quicker. And I think that's amazing.
Yeah, can I add on to that? Because I was in the past round of QCA. And when I started and going through it, I was like, I'm going to wait until I'm certified. I'm going to wait till QCA is done and then I'll be a coach. But I was already a coach and I was a coach before QCA.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish that I had launched programs halfway through. I did end up launching about like 3/4 of the way through. I started launching and doing things and doing beta rounds of my own programs. But really, you're already ready and you will attract who needs what you have right then and there. And QCA will enhance that in you, but you already have it. And to say that you need to wait until the end of QCA for like the ladies here or anyone joining or any other QCA people that might be thinking it is just putting that limitation on yourself when you don't need that. You already can do it. And QCA is the place, the safe place for you to do it and get feedback and support, especially in those practice rounds. I took advantage of those when I and then my coach practicing on me took advantage of the practice you do in QCA to practice your own programs and then go launch. Right. So that is like the place to do it all and to start.
Thank you for sharing that. I love that so much. And I think you hit the nail on the head by saying basically like, this wasn't on, I don't think this was on your box when we sent our QCA gifts the first time, but the box says you are ready now. And you are. And you are. So thank you for reinforcing that and sharing. So powerful. Shauna in the house.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, girl.
I'm Shauna Denny, and I am a joy freedom coach. And I help women find joy in their lives and freedom from the limiting beliefs that hold them back, especially joy to women who are empty nesters and are like at the end of retirement and kind of just doing the same old day-to-day routine. And like I said, empty nesters where their kids are gone and now what? Helping them find joy throughout their day and in their life. And QCA, I just wanted to say, it's not like you get your certification, you learn so many powerful tools and techniques. But man, like Sandra was saying, you leave with a family and a community, a sisterhood that is like no other. Especially by the time you get to QCA Live, you're like, we're blood sisters now. It's such a great event. And QCA, I started as a baby coach, fresh out of the womb, baby coach. And now I am stepping into my big coach energy and loving it. Thanks to Ashley.
Oh, thanks to you showing up like you do. Thank you for sharing that. And I asked the ladies in the group if they have any questions for you guys, because I feel like, you can ask me questions all you want, but take advantage of this right now. Like, ask any questions to these ladies. They're here for you in supporting you in whatever you're working through in your coaching, whatever you're working through personally. Like they're freaking phenomenal coaches. So you're in the presence of coach greatness right now. Everyone's really, really resonating. And I love Dakota said, fresh out the womb, Shauna. Yep. Fresh out the womb. No matter where you are on the journey, we'll up level it. Okay. Maddie said, how did you choose your titles for coaching? Meaning, I guess your niches or yeah, go ahead.
I think it's really important when if you're just starting out to give yourself permission to pivot and to do what feels most aligned with you. And I think that we hear the term like niche down a lot, especially if you follow a lot of other coaches and everything. So I would say truly just give yourself that permission. Up until even like this week, I thought I was going in one direction. I, work a lot with sober curious people, and then I realized like the people that were magnetically drawn to me were creatives and they were entrepreneurs. So that's how I shifted that. And then I fully feel in 100% myself when I talk about my faith and my spirituality, and I don't hide that anymore. And I think somebody mentioned that in the comments. I forgot who it was. But yeah, I think when you can truly live in your power and know that by you showing up fully in your authenticness is the best place that you can be, and give yourself permission to pivot.
Boom. That's Elizabeth's thing too. Permission to pivot.
Boom. I add to that. So I've been in education for 10 years. I've been coaching 5 or 6 of them. I have changed my title so many fucking times. Excuse my French, but like I have changed. And so I think that's huge. Is like as you evolve, you'll change. I now do business energetics. Like if you would have told me that 10 years ago, I'd be like, what the hell? Like I taught color to people, And so it's like, just like, it's fine. Like start where you are, whatever you want to call yourself now, you can change it in a month and you'll listen to your people. And as you grow through QCA, you'll like find your alignment and play with your marketing and your title. And your title's just your title, right? And then like all the other things is how people get to know you, like, so.
Absolutely.
And another thing too is that a lot of the times we teach what we need to learn or what we're learning. And so I think that's where the healing journey of QCA is really integral to even coming down and following your intuition and dropping into your heart and knowing what your niche is, because it resonates so deeply with you and it speaks so strongly to you. And a lot of the times it's your own journey, like the things that you've had to overcome. That experience will allow you to support your clients with their journeys. And so I think there's a part of that. And since our healing journey, to Chelsea and Elizabeth's point, is like this ongoing journey, there is going to be a lot of pivoting happening, because your soul's evolution is to continue to expand and to continue to grow. And so with that, be like giving yourself grace, giving yourself that permission, but also dropping into your heart and seeing what resonates with you is going to be so powerful for even coming up with what your niche is and seeing where, like, which direction you want to go.
Thank you. Jermaine, hit it.
I was going to say that a lot of you watching may feel like, oh my God, I'm a baby coach. And I will tell you, in the beginning, whatever you were thinking is the most important thing, it's actually not. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like what everyone else has said here, really focusing on your inner journey and your healing journey, because stepping into that authenticity is going to tell you who your niche is. It's not really going to be, doing a lot of the comparisonitis things, I call it, that we do. We're watching everybody else. What are they doing? But you are so unique, and it doesn't matter if what you want to coach on, there's 100 other people coaching on it. You're the only you, and that's what's going to make the difference. So you thinking it's about your colors or your niche or what your title is, your people are just going to be drawn to you. So the quicker that you get on the journey of figuring out what it is that lights you up, what makes you happy, sad, angry, pissed off, joyful, all of those things are tied to the direction you should be going, and the healing that you're going through is automatically going to resonate to your people. Your people are not anybody else's people. They're specifically pegged for you, the way you do it, the way you say it. So if you can just kind of get tunnel vision a little bit about where you need to heal, the journey you need to go on, joining QCA and getting the tools, it's all going to happen, and you can pivot 10 times if you want to. You can always course correct. So you're not going to be stuck. Just step out in who you are and start focusing on, who am I? Why am I here? Why do I want to do this? That's going to like take you exactly where you need to go.
So beautifully said. And Sandra had to jump off, but we just want to say thank you so much for being here. We love you. And to your point, Jermaine, like, yes, there is you. Yeah, that's all. Just yes. Just so much yes. So much yes. And it reminded me of the timeline. We do help you with this in QCA too. And we go over it in QCA Live. And there's this technique of like this timeline technique to help you understand your own transformation on a deeper level. And I think that's kind of what you were saying, in a way of like looking at your own journey and looking what lights you up along the way, and like seeing how you've evolved. That's all going to play a huge role. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wanted to quickly just jump in and say like a little bit of a shift, but I think for me, I don't know, like I'm one of those spontaneous people. I'm like a splenic authority in human design. So like I was like basically I barely knew what I was signing up for. But my intuition,
and you barely knew me. You barely knew me, right?
I just jumped in. Best decision ever. But I wanted to say that like something that like the tools are cool, but you can learn them anywhere. And I think that's for me what's been the biggest realization is that yes, we learn like EFT and we learn like the emotional timeline release, and we learn all these awesome tools that are so helpful and beautiful to use with your clients. But the thing about QCA that's been the most transformational is the like having a peer coach. So I'm getting coached. I'm assigned to like a peer coach, and we have weekly sessions where they're coaching me and I'm just the client. But you learn even so much in being coached. And then I have a peer client. So I'm coaching someone and learning and practicing and really getting into it without a lot of pressure. And then you have a mentor coach who you coach and they give you feedback and like the action. And it's like, it's cool to learn. You can learn all these tools, but the getting in the action and the doing regularly and practicing regularly and then getting feedback and seeing other people in our group coaching sessions, seeing other people coach and how they do it. I think that is the thing I didn't really know I was getting into, which has been the most transformative for me, and learning how to be a coach and doing all those things. Like the tools are cool, but it's the container that really, really, really makes it special.
Thank you. Yeah, I have to agree. I will agree with that 100%. And Michelle asked, do you guys stick with the same peer coach throughout the program? No, you switch. You do 10 sessions with a peer coach and client, and then you guys get new ones. Just to kind of give you a totally different personality to coach, person to coach, different, at that point they've already done a lot of work. So it's like working with someone that's already been in the work. It's a totally different experience. So yes, thank you for presencing that. I really appreciate it. There's a lot more questions. I don't know if we have time, but let's see here. I don't know what else to see. I'm missing things, but it's okay. We'll answer them in the comments for you guys. I just want to say thank you to these beautiful coaches who took time out of their day to show up for all of you and for me. It means so much. Like really, it truly, truly does. And I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you, and watching you guys step into your calling and purpose on a deeper level and doing this work and showing up for each other. And this is like why I'm on this planet. And I think this is why we're all on this planet. And it's just like, it's just the best feeling ever. So I love you guys so much. Thank you. for being here and sharing your heart and soul and what this program is. It's better for it to come from you guys than from me. So I really appreciate you all so much. And on that note, I'm feeling called, and like, you know, applications are supposed to open tomorrow, but for this group, I feel like right now the energy is so high. If you feel like you want to be in this container, we're going to drop the link for you to apply early, but officially they will open tomorrow to the public and outside of this group. So join us.
Exciting.
Love you.
I love you all so much. If you guys have questions for anyone on this live, you can message them on Instagram. They're there for you. Like, you know, if you want to coach with them, like they're amazing. So thank you. If you guys have any last thoughts or words, you can drop them now or just we can sign off, whatever you think is best.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I say this to my hairstylist. So I'm going to say it to the QCA people who are thinking about enrolling. The biggest thing this is what I tell people when it comes to enrolling is you want to have that alignment, and then it's your inspired action, which is your commitment. And so you guys, you're here because you feel aligned. You wouldn't have watched this entire thing. And so like commit when you're in this energy. Like we can go home and get in our head about it and be like, but what if this and what if that? And that's getting in your head. Like you're in your heart space right now. You're feeling this, you're feeling the alignment. So if you feel like Ashley and QCA in this community is aligned for you, make your commitment in this space. And then like, you don't have to worry about it anymore. And then you can just get excited about your transformation. I know, you know, people can sit and struggle with that. And it always feels like a leap and a stretch. And that's the space you grow in. So I'll just leave that to the people who are like, you know, thinking about the investment.
Yeah. And to piggyback on that, like, I think you will be amazed that as soon as you say yes and you set up that application, the transformation's already starting to happen. Like it's already in motion. The universe is aligning and orchestrating everything for you. So just like Elizabeth said, like you're already here, you're in your heart space, like you won't regret it. I promise you that. Like you will not regret it. Best decision I've ever made. Best decision.
Some more piggybacking onto Chelsea is that when it feels aligned for you, you feel the energy that you're feeling right now. You're still watching. You're like, oh my God, QCA. And for me, I don't even need all the details when I know something's aligned for me. I don't read everybody's sales page when I know it's aligned for me. That stuff is all like minuscule. The fact that in my heart and in my heart space, something is saying, go this way. That's what I try to listen to. That's the inspired action. Where do I need to click, pay? That's how I am. Because that first voice that you're hearing that says, something about this is for you, that is the most important thing. The rest is just details. And you will notice, like Chelsea said, as soon as the transaction takes place, things will shift. People will shift, experiences, opportunities. People will move with you. People will fall away. It's all part of the process. People will support you. This is great. People will be like, what the hell are you doing? All part of the sifting and sorting. And that's how you know you were on the right track. People that thought you were so amazing all of a sudden think that you've lost your mind. People that weren't quite on board are like, hey, what's this? I want to be in your energy. The transformation starts, like Chelsea said, as soon as you say yes to you. You got to do it.
Thank you, ladies, for sharing that. So key, so important. I'm so excited for all of you. And if you have questions, we're here. Thank you, each and every one of you. There's a little bit more content I'm going to fly through, but let's give these ladies a big round of applause. Make sure you follow them, show them love. They deserve it. They're incredible. Thank you all. Chelsea, Elizabeth, Susan, Katie, Jermaine, Sandra, Shauna, Danielle, like literally everyone in QCA. I could have asked anyone to show up today and they would have. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Love you guys. If I click at leave, is that okay?
If you leave, you'll be fine. Yeah.
Well, bye, everyone. Love you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Amazing. Wow, that was fucking incredible. Holy shit. Incredible souls, incredible souls. Thank you guys so much for being here. So I want to invite you guys, if you feel the pull, the call, apply right now. And here's how the application process works, just to give you a little rundown of how it works. Once you apply to QCA, you will get an acceptance or denial based on your application. Once you get that partial acceptance, you will then be invited to book a call with me. So we'll get on a 15, 20-minute call. I like to know you. I like to meet you. I like to make sure that the commitment works for you. And just to give you an idea, we meet alternating Thursdays and Sundays. So some Thursdays, some Sundays. I love you guys. Thank you. Big love to you. And we meet for 2-hour calls, and it's not Thursday or Sunday. It's either Thursday or Sunday when we meet. And we're together for this next round is about 5.5 months. And so once you apply, you'll have an opportunity to leave your deposit. This will reserve your spot because there are limited spots in the program. We already have about, I think 25% of the seats are filled. So leave your deposit. It's completely refundable. When we get on our call, that is when we will solidify everything. We'll get you fully enrolled, and you will then be fully accepted to the program. And then we start in July. So we start July, I think 8th, I believe. And until then, you'll work on bonus materials, and there's a tiny little bit of pre-work, but not much. And you'll just show up fully ready to go on July 8th. So I am so excited. I can't freaking wait. And just a little bit more for tomorrow. Here are 5 mistakes you might be making in your coaching, which we already talked about. But 1, you might be assuming, you might be filling the space, you might be fixing, you might be avoiding, and you might be advice giving. And so assuming in your coaching, you might already believe that you know the answer. So you might be steering versus guiding. You might be filtering through your personal experience. So these are all things that we work on inside the program. A filler talks too much. They don't leave space for their client's discovery or know how to hold it. They're ungrounded and they don't stop talking, and they don't allow for powerful questions to land. Fixer thinks that they might be broken. They jump to accountability, skip over other steps, thinks that you need serious help, and gets caught up in the client's story or problem. All things that we've covered today. You might be avoiding in your client sessions. You can't hang with the emotion, right? There's deep emotions that arise, and you might be emotionally turned off. And this is all part of the healing work that we do. And then number 5 is advice giving, right? Which is a no-no in coaching. That's when you tell someone you can't truly hold space for the client because they're telling them what they think is best for them, and you're operating from opinion. And you act more like a friend who is maybe trying too hard in your coaching. So I'm super excited for you guys to break through all of these things. And here's the thing. Being a master of your craft doesn't just happen overnight. It is a commitment, just like these ladies were talking about, and a value to continue to learn and grow and be the best coach ever. And so I want to ask, what are you committed to, and how are you committed to it in your coaching? So your homework for today is to post in the Facebook group what your biggest takeaway was. Shout out these amazing ladies. What was your aha moment? And then generate community, connect with one other person in the group, share your biggest takeaway. And I want you guys to journal on what it means to be a world-class coach to you and how committed you are to your coaching craft. Write a list of all the ways that you're committed to being the best possible coach you can be, and how you will commit to your greatness and the greatness of your clients, and post it and tag me in the group, #BCE Live. Okay, take a screenshot of this, do your homework. Can we see those slides in the group by chance? You're going to get this recording, so you'll be able to rewatch it. So if you have questions, drop them in, rewatch this. There's so much valuable information in here. Those ladies shared their hearts and souls with you, and I couldn't thank them enough. And I'm just so excited. Tomorrow is day 3. Applications are open for you guys only right here, right now. This is it. You have the opportunity to get your spot. And I'm just so excited. If you're thinking about applying, drop it in. Be like, I applied, or I'm applying. Let me know that I'm going to be viewing your application. And then right away, when you get your email, you'll be able to book your application call. right away. So I require you getting into action, staying in that action, book your call. We'll get on. We'll make sure it's the right fit. There's absolutely no pressure whatsoever. That is not my style. The only pressure I will say, which is the program will not be this price next year. The program will be at a different level price. And so if you're thinking about joining now, if you know that this is the program for you, if you're feeling the energy, I want to say get in now. So put your application in now. Start now. That's all I'll say. Filling it out now. I'm applying. Woo, woo, woo. Yay. I'm so excited. Cool. I can't wait to read your applications. I am so ready to welcome you into the program. And I will see you guys on your call, on the application call. But I'll also see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. for BCE Live Day 3. And Day 3 is all about quantum coaching techniques, neuro-linguistic programming, tools to add to your toolbox. Boom. We also have payment plans. We have 12-month payment plans, 8-month payment plans, 4-month payment plans. We're working with you. And that's something that, we feel really good about. So, all right. Have an amazing, amazing afternoon. I got client calls. I got to run. But if you need me, I'm here for you. DM me, whatever you need. All right. Thanks all. Big Coach Energy 2. Out. Woo. We did some work today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love my BAM fam. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who you know would love it too, because we live for the ripple effect over here. And how can you best support the show? Make sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review on iTunes, and let me know how the podcast has impacted you. I love being part of your real-time journey, so screenshot the episode and tag me and my guests on Instagram at ManifestWithAsh. Now say it with me. I am my own power source. I am the master of my own energy, and I deserve everything that I desire. We don't just talk about it over here, we be about it. Now go get 'em.